Good evening, everybody. My name is Amar. I am a Bakersfield native. I was born here and lived here for most of my life. And yeah, so I wanted to start off by thanking the donors. I also want to thank the judges and my peers for embarking on this journey with me. It's been amazing 8 weeks. So we live in an age of automation. We've seen this through various industries. I mean, virtually every industry. And unfortunately, this has not been the case for aviation surplus companies. So I was recently at a competitor house out in Mojave, and it looked kind of like this. It didn't look as bad, but it looked kind of like this. They weren't even using an Excel sheet. They were using a filing system that was probably invented before I was born. So this is Billy. Billy is an owner of an aviation surplus company, and he wants to use automation. He wants to use software to grow his business, to make it more streamlined, but he just can't find the software that's fitting his business model. Keep in mind, Billy is basically my dad. So my family business in town is an aviation surplus business. So I built this software initially for my family's business, and my goal is eventually to bring it to market. So the business model for Billy's business, he has about 100,000 unique aviation surplus parts. It can be aviation, military, or just commercial surplus as well. He has a salesperson who helps him with sales inquiries. He has a secretary that handles administrative tasks, and he also has a warehouse worker that pulls out parts, ships them out when they're ready to be shipped out. So I asked myself, coming out of college in 2013, how could we create an automation and efficiency tool tailored to solve the needs of government surplus companies? When I started working in the business in 2013, my dad was using Windows XP, and I remember using a fax machine to send out the quotations. So we still have a fax machine. So we still need it for certain companies who still use faxes. The market. So the military budget for spare parts in 2019 was $3.7 billion. And that was about $900 million increase from 2018. The military budget never goes down. It always goes up. So just keep that in mind too. There are thousands of aviation surplus companies in the United States. So I realize that this is probably a confusing industry. It's sort of like a niche industry within the larger DoD and defense contracting sector. But many aviation surplus companies host military parts and military contracting, as well as selling to other MROs and other repair stations, FAA repair stations across the nation, and Europe is really what their business is. The accelerator. So the accelerator gave me a solid foundation in my weaknesses marketing. So I'm not really good at marketing. And this is something that I was able to discuss with my peers. In fact, I was talking to Brian earlier today about marketing. It also allowed me to, I can't see. It also allowed me to get customer validation from 3 different procurement officers, one out in China Lake, 2 out in China Lake, 1 in Kern County, and another one actually in Edwards Air Force Base as well. I was able to talk to a CACB professor who helped me get in touch with potential technical co-founders. That was super helpful, and I'm actually interviewing a few people as we speak. It also enabled me to get answers to specific questions and learn from real-world examples and establish the talk that Austin gave really put things into perspective, like timing, as well as some of the other technical questions I had for him at the time. And lastly, it exposed me to great speakers that helped me realize what's possible. I think this is probably one of the most important things for me. We always hear about Elon Musk or Jack Dorsey or these great entrepreneurs who started these great billion-dollar companies, but we only hear about them. We never get to meet them. And meeting someone who's actually been there, meeting them in person, I think makes a difference, makes a big difference. At least it makes a difference to me. And so the goals I have moving forward is I want to get 5 beta customers by March 31st, and I want to increase that incrementally every quarter by 5 additional customers. I want to be able to select a technical co-founder by June 30th, build and use the email automation functionality by September 30th, and convert 20 of those beta customers into roughly about 100,000 in revenue by December 31st, 2023. Thank you.